Hey guys, I was thinking about some movies that scarred me when I was a little kid. See, first of all, I grew up with my aunt and uncle, and every so often they dropped me off at my grandparents' house, right? And I'd spend the night there, I guess, they would have date night or whatever. And I remember that my grandma and grandpa always watched these crazy foreign films, right? And I'd just be sitting in the living room playing with my little trucks or whatever. You know, I was like 5 or 6 years old at the time. And they would watch these crazy ass movies, and you know, I would catch some of it. And like, I remember this one, it looked like it took place in like the countryside of France, right? And like there's this lady, this teenage girl who was sick or something, and she wasn't able to be with her friends, and she was in this big country house, right? And her friends, these rowdy teenagers, were out driving this little European car, like a little Fiat, through this field, right? And he's doing the crazy thing teens do in the countryside of France, right? And I remember the guy lost control of the car, and it like blew down this big hill and crashes into this big round bale of hay, right? And just boom, explodes in a big fiery fireball, and they all died. And I remember the girl was distraught because all her friends died, right? And when I saw it, I was like, oh, well, you know, like, what the hell? That's all I remember about that movie. Then I remember this other one. It was in the olden times, I guess, right? Maybe World War I-ish. And this guy was riding this horse cart through this little town, right? And there was these kids throwing a football around. And when he got close, one of them was like, hey, and threw the football, and he caught it, and it goes boom, and blows up, right? It was like a bomb in it or something. I don't know if it was like a war movie or I don't know. But once again, I was like, ugh. And then I remember, too, there was this one, I don't know if these guys were in prison or if this was like a gym or what, but there was these two guys, buck-ass naked, right, fighting in a public shower, right, like all hairy and their dicks swinging around while they're fighting. And I remember this one guy shoves this bar of soap in the other guy's mouth, right? And I was like, ugh. I mean, who the hell lets little kids watch stuff like that, right? I just look back on that like, what the hell's wrong with those people? And then there was another one that really wasn't anybody's fault, like them. I mean, what are they letting some little fucking 6-year-old kid see this kind of stuff? But this, when my aunt and uncle made me go to bed, I wanted to see Psycho. They were going to stay up and watch Psycho. And they're like, no, you have to go to bed. It's bedtime. I'm like, oh man. I'm laying in my bedroom, angry that they're not letting me watch Psycho, right? So finally I got out of bed and I snuck down the hallway and I peeked around the corner, right in time for the scene where the lady finds Mother Bates down in the cellar. You know, she's sitting in that chair, there's like that light bulb swinging. You see her from behind. And the lady's like, Mrs. Bates? And reaches, and I was like, no. And she turns around and, you know, Mother Bates was like this taxidermed mummy, right? And I was like, I went back to my room like, oh, shit. So that one wasn't anybody's fault because they actually did tell me I wasn't allowed to see it, but I snuck down there and saw it. But the other ones, you know, like, first of all, why did that fucking car burst into flames from crashing into a fucking bale of hay, right? I was like, thinking like cars just blow up on impact or if you stop too fast or something. And then the fucking naked people fighting in the shower, I was just like, you know, first of all, I didn't ever see naked people at that age, you know what I mean? It was a little bit shocking. The exploding football. So anyhow, that's some stories about some movies that scarred my young developing mind. And I'm going to head out and we'll catch you later.